1.5 RP right here. 1.5 RP. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and write my information down. It's always best if you're by yourself. Sometimes they're gonna send you by yourself to test these. So just be prepared to be by yourself. And this is rising room number. Which one is this one?
12.
This is rising room number 12.
No, I put it there. I just make that one, but I make a mistake. It's 12 there.
This is 12.
Yeah, I just put it 12.
Oh, I see. Okay, your serial number is A00223. A00223. Okay, now we're going to start testing. First thing I want to do here is this is the water flow is going this way, so this is my system side. Go ahead and cut this system side off. So I don't set off the tampers, I'll just take the handle off. That way I ain't got to mess with these tampers. Be real cool. It's better for me that way sometimes. Close this system side. And now that it's closed, I want to go ahead and bleed my test ports, so I don't get no trash in my hoses. There's 1, open, close. Number 2, open, close. 3, get some water flowing 2. Open, close. And my last test port. Open, close. Got all my trash out of there. Got some water flowing through it. And now I connect my test ports to 1, 2, and 3. This is our number 1. This is our number 2. And our number 3. Because in the school, in your class, they're gonna teach you that this is 1. But for us, we don't ever use it, so this is our 1. Okay? The high is always gonna go on number 1 on RP. Same with the double check. It'll always go on our number 1 whenever you start your test. Your low will always go on your number 2. These go on firm and hand tight, because you don't want them to leak right here. Now the bypass, you always keep in mind, this goes on the test port number 3, and you always leave it loose, because you want to bleed. We're going to bleed it through there, through that opening. Here we go. Get the gauges ready. Keep it close to the device. System size closed. So let's go ahead and open. Make sure we got all these closed so we don't piss on ourselves with the water. Control your snake. And now we're going to open the low first. Open your low. Bleed the low. Needle won't move at all yet. You can see the gauge won't move. Open your high. While the low is going, go ahead and open your high. Now it's going to creep up. Air coming out. Bleed the high. Get all the air out of there. Got a steady stream. Close your high. These are your bleeder valves up top. Close the high bleeder valve. Gauge is up there at 15 is where you want it. Steady stream. Go ahead and close that low. Watch the gauge drop a little bit. Get it close to the device so we can see where this water is going to open, where the relief valve opens. So you see we're at 8 pounds. We cracked the red about a little bit over, close to a half turn, and we just barely cracked that low right here in the blue. And watch that gauge start to drop. And when that water starts coming out, we want to keep an eye right here. And there it is right there. I'm going to go ahead and say it started at about 2.4 is what I saw. I'm going to say it started dripping steady at 2.4. So I'm not going to mess with this high. I'm going to leave this open like I opened it. But I am going to close this low right here. Close it firm because I don't need it open no more. And now I'm going to check. I'm going to check my checks here, and it'll be through this bypass. Open it. That's why we left it loose so we can get that. We can get that right there. That's our way of bleeding, getting air out of it. We close it firm, and then we close this again, the bypass, firm. And then after we do that, we're going to open it back here. We want it open all the way. Now we're going to get the readings off our checks, and we're going to do that by. This is going to stay closed for now. We're going to open the low. See that gauge going up to 15? That's what we want it to do. And then we're going to close it. And this is going to give us check 2. Not yet, but after we crack this. This is our check 2 reading. See the needle drop just a little bit? And that's 7.4 check 2 it held. And now we're going to get check 1 by simply doing one more procedure. And that's opening the low bleed, closing in the low bleed, and there's check 1. That's your last reading. And it's going to hold tight at 8.0. 8.0. And that's a passing reading on this right here.